Morning, guys. How you doing? How you doing? Uncle Craig here. Well, we were gonna have the DJI drone, agriculture drone, come and spray, you know, over the rice that was planted yesterday, right? Just to make sure the soil is nutritious, no bugs or whatever. It seems that we misplaced the liquid. The drone guy came, but we don't know where the liquid is. Dot's sister had it over here, but then it's not there, so he was bummed. You gotta leave and come back, I guess. But one of the things I wanted to show you was, by the way, look how green this is, man. You've been watching this videos. It's only been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 3 weeks going back, and the grass in this rice, or in this pond, it was pond grass or what, but this grass is not only so green, but it is massive. I mean, it is long, man. You're talking, I don't know, let me see what that is. I just broke that off, and that's a good, right here. And that's more than, that's 2 feet at least. 2 feet in a short amount of time. I've been digging this hole right here because I'm going to put the post under here. But this this clay is pretty tough. But yesterday I come out here because it had rained and it filled up the hole, you know, kind of. So I was like, man, and you know, it doesn't want to drain, right, because it's clay. Then I thought, hey, you know, maybe I could use the clay. So what I did was I scooped it all out of there, scooped all the water out of there, and the clay, because it got, you know, a lot of it got soft, and I put it in a bucket. And then, you know, if you're gonna make clay, or if you want to make, clay, it's really the finest silt, right? Like in the riverbed or whatever, that kind of stuff. And or in this case, maybe the bottom of a pond. I don't know how it'll turn out, but what I did was I used this bucket, and then I put the mud in there, and then in the water. And what I did was I filled it up and I stirred it all up, mixed it all up so the smallest particles are in the water. And then I poured the rest of this water into another bucket and left that stuff there. And now the water that I poured in another bucket will just have all this suspended silt in it. And that was yesterday, so it'll probably settle down, and then maybe, where did I put it anyway? Oh, maybe it'll be enough of settling. Oh, let's see what it looks like here. Well, this is clear water on top, so it's settled, kinda. I feel a little bit on the bottom there. I feel, yeah, it feels real small right there. I'm gonna let that stuff sit. I don't know, maybe for a couple days, and then just let it set, and then, you know, pour the rest of that water out of there, and then let the clay dry a little bit until it gets malleable. We'll see if I can't use it for something. I'll make my new coffee cup or something. I'm gonna put some water in the tank. We had, you know, when the rains come, it even like yesterday when it's only a downpour. That's where I wear my hat. for 10 or 15 minutes. The winds come too, although it wasn't that windy yesterday. Here's one of my cats over there on the prowl, just waiting. But I had, you know, when I made this roof here, I had that one extra piece of tin, and I laid it on top here between the two gutters, between the two roofs, to make the gutter, you know, whatever, so it wouldn't get the leaves in there. And a few windy days ago, it blew up here, and I thought, oh my gosh, so I pulled it back down over there. I didn't think anything about it. And then I come out here yesterday, and I just happened to see that it's gone. I'm like, wait a minute, where'd it go? I looked all around for it, I don't see it. And so I have no other choice but to believe that it blew this way right into the pond. And as my plans would have it, I need that piece of tin. So that means I'm gonna have to get in the pond to see if it's down there. And if it blew off of here and landed like in the water, it scooted out and floated. Hell, it probably went all the way to the middle, who knows. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Oh my gosh, I just remembered something. Hell yeah. I have, you know, I got one of those, I got a catch magnet, right? That normally I bought it to pick up all the stray nails and all that stuff. I think it'll attach to the tin. Well, I can check it on this tin right here. If that's the case, then hell, I should be able to throw it out there and catch that tin. That would be perfect. There it is here. Oh yeah, boom. It's not real big, but it's a good one. And it had a piece of rope attached to it. What are we doing, honey? Oh, the blades. She's bush cutting with her electric bush cutter, mini bush cutter. Big bush cutter's too heavy for her. She can do it, but after 15 minutes or so, she's like, oh hell no. But yeah, man, that'd be sweet. Let's see if it works. Well, this is all right. It does work. Let me see how it looks. It's not real strong for some reason. I don't know if it's because it's kind of metal or what. But let's take a look, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. The ground is extremely mushy. So if it went over there yesterday or the day before or whatever, when it was windy, it's probably covered in silt at the bottom. And more than likely, because it's, you know, fairly heavy by itself, it would migrate to the lowest point, which is out in the middle. I'd have to traipse back and forth. I could go in the boat. I'll probably do that. I'll go in the boat with a piece of PVC and just start sticking it down and see if it goes dang. Maybe I can find it. Because it's not here. It's a big old orange piece of tin, man. You know, when somebody's not gonna come over here and steal my piece of tin, that don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. That's the only place it could be, man. There's nowhere else. I suppose it could be on this side. I didn't look on this side, but no. That's just short side. The other one's long side. It's not there. I have a piece of tin that's missing in action. And now I'm soaking wet. Well, now that I'm soaking wet, I should probably just go ahead and get in that boat, man. Get her done. See if it's out there. What I wanted to do with it actually was, if you saw from my last, couple of videos ago, I am fixing my water tank. But what I'm gonna do is that last charcoal tank, because it's a rainy season, I think I can slide that tin right in there, prop it up out here, and make kind of like a little mini rain catchment to put the rainwater into that charcoal tank. The rainwater should be fine for the charcoal. It's already, filtered enough, I suppose. Something to do. Though I did form this up, I have some ouch. Try not to slip. Formed it up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to fill that in with cement because I can't find I did seal it up a bit on this little part right here, but there's still some leakage going on at the bottom. And I figured, you know what? Ow! What the hell? I got something stuck in my foot right there. I can seal it all up at the bottom with the try to get that off my slipper with the cement, right? It should be able to do that. Shouldn't have to worry about it. And then it'll level out, and it'll also, leveling it out will also expose any true leak, because right now it's all uneven and kind of a bunch of splashes of concrete that I from mixing stuff and dropping clops. It's hard to tell a leak when you have an uneven surface. All right, man. Well, I couldn't find it. I just took a shower to get all that pond water off, man. I went there like on a grid pattern with my blue. Here, check it out, man. There's your DJI drone to end all drones. That's the agriculture drone, and he is carrying a tank load of whatever, tank load of juice, and he just runs a pre-planned grid pattern and basically sprays the whole deal with chemical. I think there's two things. Either he sprays with he can spray, I think, with the nutrition, but I think he sprays like, with the pesticide, the green version, and they'll get it done. Instead of walking, you'll see some of the, I've had other videos, I think, where going over the rice fields, you can see the guy with the backpack, and he's just like the guy was blowing seeds yesterday. Those guys are spraying all their crops with the pesticide. But I think this is, crops aren't here, that's got to be a fertilizer or something. Help growth, like hormones or something. I don't know, I should probably ask. But yeah. And I forget how much that is. That's I think that's probably 1,000 baht or something like that for that job. We supply the chemical, and the guy just takes it and mixes it over there on the back of his pickup, programs everything, whatever, launches it, and boom. Anyway, I can't believe I can't find that tin, man. I poked my PVC all the way to the bottom, all along there, boom, 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 like kind of in the grid, and it's a big old piece of tin. It's whatever. It's got to be 4 meters long. That's pretty big. A meter wide or something like that, or maybe it's 5 meters long. But I couldn't find it in there. And there's literally nowhere it could be. There's trees all around that roof. So if it would have blowed off, it would have hit a tree and stayed on our property. I thought, well, maybe it blew off and landed on the other field, and the guy driving a tractor was like, oh, I'm gonna pick this up, I'll keep it. But that's just no. So virtually an impossibility, unless it was like going all the way up in the air, and that would be some tornado shit. But I don't know, man. It's weird. It's not in there. Well, I could not find it in that water, and again, the bottom is very, very silty. I mean, it could have went all the way down, and more silt just got all the way up on top of it, and even when I go down, I can't hit it, or hit it doesn't make the sound. I don't know. Pissing me off though. But eventually we'll drain that pond. I don't know when though. Probably when those fish are real big, like real big. Some of those giant tilapia you see at the markets. And then we'll find it like, oh, hey, look at this, it's sticking up out of the bottom, corner of it or something. It'll be under 2 foot of mud. But yeah, man, I'm kind of not really want to do a lot today, but I gotta get that water tank sorted. So it looks like I'm gonna be mixing cement. I cut a bunch of bar, the cement bar or whatever. I cut a bunch of bar yesterday so I could put it in, reinforce those big stepping stones I'm making, or you might call them pavers, but I don't know, same thing, right? You're walking on it, stepping on it. So I'll probably, being that I'm mixing cement, because I've been meaning to make pavers, it's an easy thing to do, but you still got to mix cement. So seeing how I got to mix cement for the water tank problem, might as well keep mixing or whatever, mix more, or get leftovers, make a couple stepping stone pavers. I'm probably going to use a whole bag of cement. That's a 50 kilo bag of cement on that water tank job. And a 50 pound, I think one bag of cement is 8 buckets of sand, I think. Yeah, maybe 8 buckets of sand, and which would mean 12 buckets of rock, and then 3 or 4 buckets of water, I imagine. That's if I'm making a solid concrete. You know what, I'm probably not going to do the massive rock, because rock might provide more avenues for water leakage, because I'm technically going to fill the area up so that the cement, pretty much seals any leakage, and any water will be under it. So it'll seal it up like that. But the best way to do that is, you know, more fluid type of sand mix, cement mix. So not too many rocks. I mean, it's not supporting or anything, it's just, you know, leveling. Cat, what are you doing? Gotta come over here and handle my feet, huh? Is that it? Yeah. Well, I think spraying the rice with the DJI agriculture drone is the last step. Normally the rice, I mean, this is like a new method, because previously this rice field would be flooded. It would be flooded, and then the rice would be put in it. You can either put it in by hand, or you can have a machine that puts in the rice stalks that are already grown, or you can spray the seed, you know, on top of the water. But what I guess some of the farms are doing now is they just till up the dirt, really, an extra tilling in the dirt, so that it's more fine, not as clumpy, and then spray the seeds all onto the dry dirt, and then, you know, kind of not really till it back in, because you don't want to break the husk of the seed with the blades, but, you know, they're using the flat part of the tractor blade or whatever to just kind of roll over the top of the dirt, so that it, you know, rolls over the top of the rice seeds and puts them in there. And then after that, well, obviously we did the chemical, and then if it rains, which it should, that'll help. Like it rained yesterday, just after and during kind of the seeding, so that was probably good for it. Although it's baking hot today, back on the baking hot plan. And yeah, so it only takes this guy like whatever 30-40 minutes, I think, to do 3 or 4 rye of land with that drone. But yeah, I think, I don't know if we're gonna let that rice sprout and then flood the field or what, but I can't help but think you can't leave the rice like that, man. I mean, I'm not a rice farmer, but, you know, if you want something to grow, man, it needs water. So, and it's blue sky as far as I can see right now, so I don't even know if we're gonna get rain today, even though it's officially rainy season. It's in the beginning, so. All right, man, well, let me get back at it, and I'll get back at you. All right, later.